Ahab was an experienced Yautja hunter. As a veteran hunter, having taken many trophies from numerous worlds and gaining many scars in the process, Ahab would become to develop an infatuation with engineers and discovered signs of the species during his hunts, hell bent on claiming one of the beings as a trophy. In his prime, Ahab had taken many trophies from countless worlds. His scars a proud record of glorious battle. Found a lifelong obsession, Ahab searched for a creature more formidable than any predator had ever faced before, an engineer.
Cajun Toy Review Predator Edition.
Hey guys, welcome back, or welcome to another Cajun Toy Review. And woo, baby, I'm excited today because we're talking Predator, and we are talking a really awesome Predator, Ahab Ultimate Edition. And yeah, this isn't a Predator you were seeing in any of the films or anything like that, like the Lost Tribe. We're going to be talking about Jungle Hunter that we already seen. This is based off a comic, kind of like Golden Angel, and not off a toy line. I've seen with Laser Shot. But man, this is a really cool original Predator, and we're going to talk about it. And there's a really cool story behind this Predator. Why is he called Ahab? Is he a pirate? What is going on with that? Hopefully I'll answer a lot of these things for you as we talk about it. And you learn why I think this guy is so damn cool. And I hope you agree with me. And if you do like this video, please leave a like. Subscribe if you haven't, because we got a lot more Predator stuff coming up. And your boy John is obsessed with it right now. So I'm going to do my best to have my excitement transferred to you guys. Like I said, let's get into it. So yeah, this is a really cool box. Really awesome shot of Ahab from the comic right there. And you can see right now, right off the bat, he is beat up, man. He's got one eye missing right there. Mandible's gone. Yeah, he's looking rugged, but really cool Predator logo on there. On the side, we got the Predator logo, Neca Real Toys Ahab Ultimate Edition. On this side, we got a shot from the comic, and Ahab just piercing some kind of crazy alien. Looking sweet. On the back, we got some more shots of Ahab, as seen in the comic book Fire and Stone. 30 points of articulation, fabric cape. And you can see right here, he is about to wreck an engineer. And he apparently did, doing his best Sub-Zero engineer trophy skull. And more shots right there with him with a spear, engineer gun, swappable gauntlets, includes spear disc, backpack, mask, removable cape, interchangeable heads, gauntlet, engineer gun, skull, and spine. Man, and let's open it up. Woo, buddy. Yeah, look at Ahab right there. We got this awesome looking spear. Really, really cool looking Predator. Love this red cape. Really pops on the character and stuff like that. And again, we can see a lot of the accessories in there. So yeah, let's open it up and check out Ahab. Alright, and looking at the accessories that come with our Ahab Predator, there is a lot. And yeah, that's normal with NECA Predators. We normally see a plethora of accessories that come with them, but this one is fully loaded. And not only is it fully loaded, it's so much original stuff that we have not yet seen with the other Predators. So yeah, let's get into it. Let's talk about it. Let's just start with his staff. So he has this really, really cool staff. It's not the normal combi stick that you see with Predators. It does have parts of it that kind of seem like it with the spike on the end, and definitely this ornate part in the middle reminds me of a combi stick. But this right here is really awesome. Like, this goes in somebody or something, and yeah, it was making some damage. We see him use this in the comic. It's a really cool weapon. And he comes with this, and I gotta bring it together because this almost missed it in the package. So if you do pick up this figure from this review or whatnot, pay attention to this piece right here. It's a really small piece, you can obviously see, and like I nearly missed it in the plastic taking it out. So this piece, you get your Ahab and you turn him around, and on his back you'll see this little porthole right here, and you just get that in there. And yeah, be careful when doing this over the table so don't actually drop it on the floor, because then I would. And then you take your spear and it just clips into there like that, and you can have him carry the spear on his back. That is on the floor. But yeah, you get the idea. That's how it works. So this spear, like I said, is really cool, and it's huge. It is longer than him. So yeah, that is a huge item. Alright, next thing that we have to look at is the smart disk. So he does have an open smart disk. We see this with a lot of predators. This is a very common weapon. Debuted it in Predator 2. Really, really cool predator weapon. This is an open version of it. Normally it's kind of closed. A lot of the predators come with two versions of it, so you can have it either way. But this is an open one, and it's got a really nice kind of a worn metal copperish, not copper, more like a worn gold bronze kind of color to it. And yeah, he can hold it in his hand, just like the predator. You just kind of get his fingers in it. We'll have to get it wrong. There we go. Wrong hand. There we go. Yeah, that's right. So yeah, get his fingers into it, and you can hold the smart disc and launch it and cause lots of devastation. But yeah, really cool. Now, a lot of the predators, you can actually put it on their hip, but it does not happen with Ahab. He does not have that piece that we've seen with like Golden Angel, and we will definitely see with some of the Lost Tribe predators very soon. Next thing we're going to look at is this engineer gun, and this looks crazy nuts. This is an original piece. This looks really nuts. This looks like something out of Mass Effect right here. Like a Geth gun, but yeah, this is an engineer rifle. This is part of the storyline. He actually witnesses a human that is using the engineer gun, and he basically uses him to basically track down the engineer. So yeah, that's a really cool. And I had to look at the pictures on the box and everything, and kind of look at it to figure out how to hold it. Because I mean, is this up? Is this down? What? Yeah, but this is the right way up. It kind of goes into the grip like that, and he holds it there, and then this is a part for his hand to hold. And yeah. All right, next we have the shoulder cannon, plasma cannon. This is really nice. It's got the little hose on there, flexible hose, articulated plasma blaster. And if you have effects from the other predators, you can put it on there. I love the color on this. It's like this really, really like chrome with like a wash on it. It just looks worn and used. And just like all the predators, you can take this, and you on the back, you'll find this little hole right here. And you just kind of line it up. And then you get the shoulder piece in there. And you have to adjust a little bit, but yeah, his hair is coming, his dreads are in there. Get that out the way. There we go. Get that back on there. All right. There's the plasma cannon on him. He's got some crazy big dreads. I love the dreads on this figure, and we'll look at that shortly as well. All right, moving on again. So he has not one, but two gauntlets. So we have the traditional gauntlet you see with the wrist blades, and they are retractable, which is really cool. We see that with almost all predators have the wrist blades, but our boy Ahab has this triple wrist blade. And this thing comes out like that. It can extend, but yeah, that is sick. Triple wrist blades. Now, you take your choice of wrist blade, and you just look at the figure. He's got this little port right there, and you just line it up, and there you go. You got a wrist blade, and just kind of plug it out, and line it up again, and there we go. Wrist blade, extend, close it up, and yeah, there we go. Little snap on there, get it nice and snug. That is sick. That is so awesome. All right. Next thing we're going to look at is, well, let's look at the hands. His palette cleanser real quick. So, yeah, he's got these two open hands. Wide open hands, and you can see they're painted really nice. The gloves, webbing on there looks really cool. A little bit of slop right there. Not terrible, and it's going to be underneath. But the tops look really good. The knuckles, the fingernails, and they're on a hinge. Yeah, so you can hinge it and bend it. So he has those two hands, and then he has this hand. This is for gripping your smart disc. And then we have this hand, which is a fisted hand, and this is going to be for holding the engineer rifle, the engineer skull, or the staff. Now, I already warmed it up, so it's pliable and stuff like that. So yeah, with Neca, always warm your figures, or make sure they're nice and loose before you start doing that as a precaution, because you don't want to break them. And yeah, some of these are harder to find, especially breaking any figure is tragic. But yeah, you don't want to break one that's hard to get. Then we have this engineer skull, and at first I was like, okay, it's just a regular skull when I saw pictures of it, but it's huge. This is definitely a big skull compared to the other ones. Probably in the pictures at the end you'll see it, but yeah, this one can be also held in this hand. Again, make sure you stretch it out a little bit. And you can go straight up Sub-Zero style with this skull. This thing around there. There we go. Oh man. Alright. Lastly, let's look at this mask. This biomask. This is probably my favorite Predator mask besides the original Jungle Hunter. This looks really awesome. Those lenses on there look really good. Looks like this thing has seen so much battle. Big scratch across there, some cracks on there. And then you flip it over. Holy crap, that is so good. The detail on there. You see the ornate marking there. You can see the eyes for the lenses. Yeah. And we'll just go ahead and put that on right now. And we'll get our Ahab, which we'll look at right after this. Let's get this mask on there. Alright, how's that? Okay. Wow. Look at that mask. And you can see the bottom of his mandibles there. And oh, yeah, and you can lock it. There we go. You can see the bottom of his mandibles. That just looks so sick. What do you guys think about that mask? What is your favorite Predator mask? Put it in the comments. A lot of people really love Wolf from Requiem. Like, that mask is really awesome. I also like the AVP, like Celtic. I like that mask a lot. But yeah, let me know what your guys' favorite Predator mask is in the comments. So let's take a look at Ahab. So alright, now we're going to look at the figure itself. Man, Ahab is such a cool figure and he's such a cool character. So yeah, as we're looking at the figure, I'm going to tell you a little bit about him from my knowledge and stuff like that. So yeah, Ahab as a young Predator was on a hunt. I don't remember the name of the planet or whatever. And during a fight with these four-horned, crazy-looking Goro red creatures, and I'm going to put pictures up there too, he was attacked and he basically stabbed through the eye, lost the mandible and stuff like that, was left for dead in this cave where these alien creatures thought they had taken him out. But no, Ahab was a tough son of a bee, and he got up and ripped that freaking alien spine right out of his back, man. It was pretty awesome. But yeah, while exploring the cave, he came across engineer drawings and stuff like that, like pretty much like Shaw and stuff did on Prometheus. And he learned about the engineers and basically became obsessed with it. A little bit later, he discovered some humans, some colonists on the Galgo. Not the name, should be. The guy was named Galgo. He saw the guy using the engineer rifle. He wind up stowing away. He caught the guy in a net gun, cut him out the net, took the engineer rifle from him with the intent of using it, and did a hologram of the engineer. And basically the two made a deal to hunt down the engineer, and I'm very, very summarizing it. But yeah, he basically helped these humans out and they teamed up. And his story is really interesting. He eventually did fight the engineer and kill it, and he freaking ripped his head off, and that's why we have the engineer skull with it. And they were saying Ahab has finally got his whale, and it's complete reference to Moby Dick. So yeah, his obsession with the engineer was compared to Captain Ahab with Moby Dick. And as a lot of Predator characters and stuff like that, like in the movies and like, you know, AVP and stuff like that, a lot of them die or they don't ever like get their objective done, kind of, you know. And they have such a cool character because like he had a story arc, you know, and it was really cool, like, to see all that happen. And he actually went 1-to-1 with Hornhead, which is another figure I would like to get as well. But anyway, that's why I think he's a really cool, interesting character. A lot of backstory and lore with him, and a really cool and unique looking figure. So let's look at it. So yeah, Ahab, of course, the most noticeable thing about him is his face. He is missing one of his eyes, and his mandible is missing right there. He has a black eye. You can see it looks really, really cool. And he's got some scarring on the top of his head, which looks really awesome. And his dreads are really, really cool. They're jet black. And when tanning around, he actually has this clip thing. So talisman or whatever, holding some of the dreads in the back, and that looks freaking awesome as well. He's got this really, I mean, just the color scheme on this guy is really cool. Very close to like the Jungle Hunter with the flesh tone and stuff like that, especially when you see the netting and everything. And the head is all similar color scheme to like the Jungle Hunter colors. But yeah, he's got this really cool skull on here. It almost looks like a Mandalorian symbol. But yeah, this kind of floats on there. And you can turn it around. They actually have teeth under it. That is so crazy. Like something like that. You can actually see the jaw and the teeth. That is sick detail, Neca. I love it. And while we have that up, you can see like his harness right there. That's really good detail as well. Really awesome paint on here. I love how it's worn metal. Looks so fantastic. Coming down, we can have his wrist. We got another hose here. Got a hose there. Got his wrist computer, which can be opened. Always be gentle with these. Yeah, you can see his wrist computer in there for putting up holograms of engineers. And I really love this belt. This whole waist piece is really cool. It's got like a fur with a nice wash and texture on it. And then you got this kind of metallic looking thing. And it kind of comes around and you got layers on there. And this looks so good on the back. The fabric cloak is really cool. I love how uneven it is. It looks fantastic on the figure. Definitely makes the figure pop even more with that cape, man. It's so awesome. Got the guards in there. We kind of seen on other Predators. He doesn't have where you can actually put the blade in it, like I said earlier. But still, it looks awesome. Love the legs here. Like how the straps on here is not very. It's not even. Giving a very cool look to it. Feet are pretty cool. It's got the standard kind of Predator feet, but they look awesome as well. I do like the color on there with the fade in there. And of course, as for articulation, yeah, these figures aren't really made for crazy poses and stuff like that. You can get them in a little bit. But yeah, if you know NECA and you know how these go, we go a little bit. You got rotation on the head. Down and up is not very much on there. Okay. As for the arm, you can fully rotate the right arm if you want. The left arm, I will tell you, never ever rotate a Predator arm if you don't have on this side, because you will break your hose. I've done it before, and you'll never see me do it again. So yeah, this arm, for sake of keeping your figure in one piece, does not rotate, because you will pop that hose and you will be really upset. Possibly, unless you're a sadist. We can rotate at the waist. He has like, I wouldn't even really call it an ab crunch. He has an ab shift. Split about that much. This is going to block that, and they usually don't split much anyway. His legs going up is going to be very limited, but he can get some good range on the knees. So you can get him in a little bit kind of hunting arch pose. There is no boot cut or anything like that. Rotation at the ankles with a hinge. Peg holes at the bottom of his big old feet, and that boy stands good. I love this figure. I think this figure is awesome. I'm obsessed with the Predators. Which one would you like to see me review next? Of course, I'm going to do the Lost Tribe. I'm just, the reason why I haven't started the Lost Tribe reviews yet, I'm waiting to get Elder. I want to have them all so I can just sit down and go 10 days of Predator. That's basically what I'm going to do for you guys. And for myself, because, man, I'm going to thoroughly enjoy doing it. But we also have the Alpha Predator and the Mafex Predator. So, but what other Predators out there would you like to see me try to get? Or which one should I get? Which one's amazing? Which one's your favorite? And again, what's your favorite Predator mask? Let me know in the comments. If you like this video, please leave a like. Leave a comment. Check out other content. There are other Predator videos on the channel and lots more to come, guys. So if you want to find me, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok. Just search for Cajun Toy Review. If you want to reach out to me, Instagram is the best way to do it. If you want to hear more of me and my buddy Cajun Towboater, you can check out our podcast 20 Cages Nerd Out, where we talk about anything and everything. But we will be doing a podcast very soon about the Predator film franchise, including AVP. And boy, am I excited to talk about that. So yeah, definitely check out the channel if you haven't already. Greatly appreciate it. Just to help it grow, if you want to help support. And that's just a small thing, man. And I appreciate every single one of you who either comment, like, or watch the videos. Love you guys. See you in the next video. Take care of yourself.